Yes, Billy Laninovich taking time out. Are you like literally going riding right now? Like you're in gear, you're in a motorhome. Is this what you're doing right now?
Yep, I drove out to Texas. I left on Saturday night at like 8 p.m., drove to Yuma for 3 hours, slept, and then drove like 13 hours yesterday, and then, or the day before, and then I had maybe 5 hours yesterday. So, yeah, here at Master Pools, and they think they start riding right at 11. So, we're going to get a little bit riding in today.
That's awesome. Well, we gotta take a step back because this whole thing I think caught a lot of people off guard. You've been missing from the scene for a very long time, so you can just briefly like walk us through what you've been doing for the last 10 years, and then what prompted this return back to Monster Energy Supercross at 40 years old.
Yeah, I went and became an electrician. I fully, not completely quit riding, but I probably rode maybe 20 times in the last 8 years. Became an electrician for the last 6 years. And I had a buddy of mine. He wasn't a friend at the time, but Ryan Zebra called me and he was hounding me to quit my job to come train his son. And then finally one day he's like, hey, we need you really bad. So I quit my job. I trained his son for maybe 3 or 4 months. And then I did a dual sport race and had a blast. And then another buddy's like, hey, your style's still sick. You could still race Supercross. So that got my mind going a little bit. And Pastor Larry heard me on a podcast on Whiskey Throttle and called me up and he said, hey, are you serious about racing? And I'm like, I think I can do it. Mentally, I feel like I can, but physically, I'm not sure. I need a bike. So Bobby J's Yamaha got me a dirt bike and started riding outdoors September 4th. That was like my first day of riding, and then starting a mountain bike and gym and all that stuff. And got on a Supercross track in October 3rd, I believe. And just slowly just took my time. I don't think I hit a triple for 3 weeks. I was scared to death. I was scared to hit the rhythm sections and stuff, but I just slowly got into it, took my time, and yeah, man, how I'm here, it blows me away every single day. Like if you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have been riding Supercross. I'd be like, yeah, right. You're crazy.
So going through this process, right? There's a lot of hurdles you have to clear to get back on the racetrack, let alone making main events. When I think about it personally, the mental side is far too tough. I don't want to assume that much risk anymore, let alone physically. I'm just not the person I was 20 years ago. So what has that been like for you? What has been the biggest challenge to get back out there and compete with? I mean, let's face it, these are kids you're competing with on Saturday nights.
Yeah. Dude, the risk is high. It's very high. I just believe that there's a purpose in this. I believe God's got me here. He's given me a talent, and for me to still be able to use that at 40 years old, dude, is just amazing. So I believe that there's a purpose. I got landed on in San Diego. That was like one of my worst fears. I've never had that happen in my whole career. And getting landed on, getting in first turn pileups was always a fear of mine when I was younger. And man, I should have been hurt. I should have a broken femur or a broken hip right now. And I truly believe God's watching out for me and there's a purpose for it. So that's how I get through it, the mental side of it, because you know how it is. Those first couple of laps are crazy, man. Jumping the triples next to each other and all that. Once we spread out, it's not bad. But yeah, dude, I'm having so much fun doing this right now.
So we knew it would be awesome if you could make one of the mains. You end up making two in the 250 class. But the reason you're in Texas is now you got plans to race some 450s on the East?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Arlington and Daytona and just see how it goes from there. I know Birmingham is after Daytona. Um, if I can get in the night shows and be kind of competitive, then I wouldn't mind maybe going to Birmingham too. I feel like I ride the 450 better. So just as long as I'm comfortable on the bike and all that stuff, I got stock bikes. It has suspension, big gun exhaust. There's not much done to them. So as long as I'm comfortable out at the races, I think I'll be all right.
And just tell everybody real quick, they can tell by which bike you'll be on. Will you be on an old style Yamaha or a new one?
That I'm figuring out in the next couple days. I got a brand new 24 that I have not ridden. It's been started once or twice. So right now I'm getting the parts on that bike. So I'm gonna go practice on my 22. That's what I know I'm comfortable with. So I'm gonna adapt to the track, get all the rhythms and the triples down, and then come back, work on the bike until I get it finished, and then go take the 24 out and just spin some laps and see if I'm comfortable on it. So hopefully the 24. That 24 is bad.
I just love that we on our show we'll talk about the Chase Sexton, Jet Lawrence, Eli Tomacs of the world, and then there's you breaking in a bike on a Supercross track and just crossing your fingers hoping for the best. I love this. Seems like you're having a good time with it too.
I'm having fun. I don't have to go out and get results. If I was racing seriously, I probably wouldn't be doing this. Definitely coming in not prepared, but I'm enjoying it. Me and my dog Bingo, we drove out here, just me and him, and just enjoying it while I can. You know how it is. It goes by so fast, and just having fun with it.
Awesome. That's what we'd like to hear. All right. Good luck, mate. Maybe we'll see you in a main as soon as this weekend on a 450, maybe.
That's going to be a long shot, but if I can pull it together, get in that night show, get a good start. I don't know if it ain't going to happen in the heat race, but in the LCQ, if I can get a good start, we'll see.
All right. We'll be watching. Thanks for the time. Go ride.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.